Let's see. It takes it. There's a little bit of a delay. All right, let's go here. There we go. Hello, guys. Welcome in. We're going to play a little music to start off. All right, we are live here. Hello, Michelle. There we go.
Hey, everybody.
Salute, Michelle. Welcome to the social club.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So we got an interesting topic tonight, but like we said, we don't do interviews here. We're sitting down, we're talking, and that's what we do. We're going to talk a little bit about our YouTube channels, about what Michelle's channel is about, and just kick back a little bit. And any questions that you guys might have, you can ask. So we got, looks like we're approaching about 30 people up in here, 25, 30 people, which is nice. The comments will be in the chat, obviously. And then we're going to get comments after the show is done. And we'll see those tomorrow or wherever there'll be comments after. So you have the live chat going on right now. And then after the show, they leave the regular comments in the comments section.
Okay.
So that's it. So that's how you do it. I typically open up my show with a song. I don't recommend it because you get a YouTube copyright claim.
Oh, that's true. You do.
Now, they won't shut you down. They'll just take the monetization off. That's all they do.
Yeah.
They take the monetization. But what you can do later is you go back and edit the song out. So you don't do too much content while a song is playing. You just let it play. That's why I wasn't talking too much during it, because I didn't want to miss anything. So here we are. We have Michelle. Nice to see you, Michelle.
Good to see you.
We're going to talk about our YouTube channels and what brought us here. So here we go, Michelle. I'm going to go first.
Okay.
What brought you to YouTube?
Before I start, I want to give a shout out to Nervin's Numbers. He's in the chat. He's actually followed me for a very long time. So I always have to give a shout out to him. But the reason why, I started my YouTube channel because I was going on just like dating binges, I probably go on maybe 3-4 dates a week, and like I can't make this shit up. I mean, I've been on some crazy ass dates, and so I started posting it on my Facebook, and then all my friends said, "Hey, Michelle, we want to see like the X-rated version of your dating story. So why don't you start a YouTube channel so you could tell your X-rated story?" So that's how the Cougar Experience came to be.
Wow. That's crazy. That's great. But it takes a little bit, it takes a certain personality to do this. Not everybody can get in front of the camera. I have no problem getting in front of a camera. And you obviously have no problem getting in front of the camera. So it does take a certain type of individual to press record or press live and start talking. You have that knack, and I could do it, so but some people cannot do it, but they embrace it and they love to hear it. That's where there's an intrigue involved. They feel a connection to you. It's very interesting. Isn't it interesting?
It is. Well, I can tell you, if you look at my early videos, I was terrible, but I followed this one YouTube channel that said, just hit record. I still to this day use my phone to make all my videos, and I edit with Adobe Premiere Pro, and that's all the equipment I have, and a ring light. That's it. So
I say it all the time. Doesn't matter what you have. You could have the best studio in the world. It's all about you, and you have it. So you press record, you talk, and you post.
Yeah, exactly. I think if anybody's out there is interested in creating a YouTube channel, I mean, you really just have to look at it as you're branding yourself, and people will subscribe to you if they like your personality, and they can relate with whatever you're talking about.
We've seen successful channels that do it totally on avatar, not even their face. Their personality comes through with their voice, just like a radio personality. Sometimes you got a fantastic radio personality. You've never seen that person.
Yeah, I agree.
You go to that radio channel and they captivate you.
Yeah, for sure.
It's amazing, right? Now, when you add a face to you add your personality to it, it changes it a little bit. It just adds another level of awesomeness to it.
Yes, for sure. And I mean, I've been pretty dead honest. I mean, I'm pretty authentic. I like to say I'm an authentic person, and I've been dead honest probably in my entire life. And a lot of people don't like my brutal honesty, and then a lot of people they applaud me for it. So it is what it is. I just tell it like it is.
All right. I'm going to real quick go over some of your stats right
Sure.
here, right in front of me. So you started this channel you're coming up on 3 years.
Yes, technically it's been probably just a little bit over.
Uh-oh, you banged out. You probably got a phone call. See? There you go. This happens all the time. Hold on. I got you. I got you. You're right there. Happens
Okay.
all the time.
Okay, no worries. Yeah, I started the YouTube channel in February, I think, of 2021. And then I didn't pay attention to it for a while. And then in August of that year, I was in Hawaii and, walking down the street in Hawaii. And my daughter says to me, Mom, have you checked out your YouTube channel lately? And I was like, no, not really. I had like 4 videos. And she said, well, one of your videos has like 37,000 views. And I was like, what? So then I really started paying attention to it.
So here's what you got. You got 100. You have 118 videos. That's all you have. 118 videos, right?
Yeah.
I'm looking at it right here.
Okay.
Your first video, 10,000 views. Right off the bat. Boom. 10,000 on your first video. That's amazing.
Yeah, actually it's probably a welcome video, but the video
that's your
that
welcome
really
video.
the video that really got me started was why I date younger men. I think it's like 5 reasons why I date younger men.
Okay. Your first one was your intro video. Right. Your first one was your intro video.
Mm-hmm.
Then, wait, this is crazy because 118 or so videos, 35,000 subscribers. That's amazing. That ratio is insane. Get this, though. It looks like you're approaching 12 million views.
Yeah, and it's because there's 2 videos that kind of went viral. I had one video called The Power of a Blowjob, not the art of a blowjob, because I have a different video for that, but The Power of a Blowjob. And if there are any ladies out there listening, give it often and do it well. And the sooner you learn it, the more power you will have, and you will have men eating out of the palm of your hand for the rest of your life. And I wish I had learned that in my 20s, but I did not learn that until my mid-30s. So, but that video went viral, and it was last February. I made $3,000 in 1 month off that video
on YouTube.
Yeah, so I took my daughter on a cruise with that money.
Did you really?
I sure did. Yeah.
One video, you made $3,000 on it
in 1 month. Yep. So
in 1 month.
I got about 400,000 views. So let's just say for half a million views, you're going to make about $1,500. But in that month, I made $3,000 just from that video, and then any person who watched that video watched a few more of my videos, and I had a lot of watch time that month.
Oh my God. You got 738,000 views on that one video.
Yeah. And then one of my YouTube reels, which is it's a reel that I made for my friend just as a joke, but it's her 2 dogs taking turns banging each other. And that one has like 6.5 million views. So that's where most of it comes from.
Yeah. So your most popular regular video, full length, is 738,000. Yeah. And then your most popular short got 33,000 views.
Yep.
12 million views. It's crazy in 3 years.
Yeah. So it's not too bad. Not too bad. On average, I make about if I post nothing, absolutely nothing, which I haven't done in 2 months, I make around $350 to $400 a month, just for nothing. I don't do anything. But if I post a few videos, they're just watching my old videos. But if I post some new videos, I can make anywhere between $500 to $800 if I post new videos.
Just a little bit of work.
Yeah, just a little bit.
But guess what? The beauty is it's not work. You enjoy what you love it. You like it.
Correct.
So that's what makes it more, more desirable. You like what you're doing. When people see when you like what you're doing, you're not coming on here stressed, trying to perform. You're just doing it. This came to my mind, guys. Check this video out. Boom, you do it. You have no script. You talk about it, you get to the point, people love it, and you get your views and you get your advertisement.
Yep, exactly. So,
Wow.
okay, let me ask you, how did you start? Why did you start your YouTube channel? Because you
Okay, so
post a lot more than I do.
I was in a genre that was mafia related, and
Okay.
we thought it was mafia related. Something that a few people in here, that's my dear friend right there, Theme do. He has
Okay.
a channel also. So we were in this genre just trying to do some, just I don't know, we were just looking into mob stuff, and we came across this genre that we thought was going to be informational and a place where we could find a comfort spot talking about that and people delivering information about the mob, but in our, not in a celebratory type of way, not in a Barbara Walters type of way, regular people talking about the mafia or the mob.
Yeah.
So we thought we can relate to these people, right?
Yeah.
Turned out to be a cesspool of a genre. Disaster. Drama, drama, drama. So myself, Theme Do, and a few others, we were looking and we're taking a step back a little bit. We're watching. We were just chatting like they're in the chat right now because it takes a lot of nerve to go on video. And we were
Yeah.
just looking. We were just looking in the chat, and I think the both of us, something just clicked, and a little bit of encouragement from other people. They said, push live. We both did this 2 years ago. We pushed live, and here we are. We have general shows. I have no genre. I have no topic. I could have you on tonight and someone that's a bartender tomorrow or a stockbroker. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
and I love it. And I found like a little home here. It's enjoyable to me. It takes me away from some of life's troubles. It's my out, basically. I come on
Yeah.
here as a natural individual, talk about natural stuff, and it seems to be taking. For a little channel about nothing, it's growing nicely. You said it before. How were you going to go about this? If you remember what you said before, how were you going to do this? What way?
For me, it's a process. It's slow and it's just slow and steady. It's
Slow and
my
steady. That's
channel
the
is
words
rather
I was
slow and
looking for
steady.
you to say. Well,
Yeah.
I said slow and steady my first show 2 years ago. And when we came on before and we were talking behind the scenes, you said those words to me, slow and steady.
Yep.
And I said, wow, she's got it. That's how it works. Slow and steady. I had no expectations.
Hmm.
And here we are meeting people like you and just having great conversations. So that was my introduction to YouTube. Going live, a lot of people encouraged me, said that I do have the personality to do it. I
You
did not
do.
know that. I didn't know that until I pushed live.
Yeah, you definitely do.
It's crazy. I
Well,
didn't
I
know. So
noticed that your subscribers, like you've grown like quadrupled since I
yep,
started following you, which wasn't very long ago.
yep, it's just growing crazy. It's growing rapidly. I think people are looking for something they could just come and chill and relax and enjoy conversation. I don't deliver a story. I conversate with the chat. I think that's a little different. I pride myself on keeping it small and being able to really efficiently have a conversation with everybody that comes in.
So what you're saying is you're like the Matt Rife of YouTube. Like you
I
interact with your with your
Yeah,
audience.
yeah. So with that, I have no expectation, and then it just grows from there. People
Yeah.
seem to like variety and just natural people talking. Every morning is just coffee. We have a cup of coffee, and we just talk about this, that, and the other thing.
Mhm.
And my topics go based on what the chat wants to talk about. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it
So
is.
slow and steady is still my thing. I'm not in a rush, and I have no expectation. Do you have expectations, or are you just going like we say, slow and steady?
I don't have any expectations. I didn't even think I'd get this far. So it's been kind of nice. Would I like to get a YouTube plaque? Sure. But my ultimate goal is actually I'm gonna write a book called Cougar Tales. And I don't know why, but in my head, I have this vision that I'm doing a book tour. So like I go from state to state and I get to meet um, like people who've been watching my channel forever, and I could just see myself like signing a book, you know, for people who've been following me for a while.
Wow. And you
Yeah.
have a nice following. So do you think they all, so you found a nice following. Your subscribers are basically someone that is interested in what you speak about. You know, so that's
Sort of. So for some reason, I seem to have a large Indian contingency in with my channel, but it's either there's three demographics of followers I have. The first one is, of course, guys who want to date older women, and they're looking to see where they can meet them, you know, how they can attract older women, you know, what they need to do. And that's probably like the best part of my channel. I really love answering messages I get from guys who say, hey, can you help me with my dating profile? So they'll send me screenshots. I actually help them write their profile. I tell them which pictures to use, or I tell them which pictures to get rid of. And that's the best part of my channel. The second audience is either like guys from India or Nigeria, and they want to get out of their country. So they want me to help them like get a contract marriage or find some old lady. And I love it when they message me and they're like, hey, can you introduce me to an old lady? And I'm like, dude, you know what I mean? And they, you know, they want to meet an American so they can marry this American and come over here to the States, or they're looking for a sugar mama. And I constantly have to tell them that women aren't just going to randomly send you money for the hell of it, you know, just because you're texting her, you know.
there might be some, but that's not you. They're not getting you on that.
Yeah, I'm not on Dr. Phil, so no,
Yeah.
I'm not one of those.
So that's your two. That's two. And the third is
The third, which is a really weird small group of men who watch my Does Dick Size Matter? And yes, it does. They watch those videos and then they ask me to rate their dicks. So I'm like, I'm not really a professional about it, but I'm like, okay, if you want me to rate your dick, I'll rate your dick. And I mean, I'm pretty honest with him. So
oh my God.
yeah, so I have like a gazillion dick pics that are so don't steal this idea, but my cougar tail book is going to be on one side is cougar tails, but if you flip it over, it's going to be a cockfee table book, and it's just going to be all the pictures, unsolicited dick pics I've ever gotten are going to be on the back end of this book.
Are you serious? That's going to be great. That is great. Oh my God.
Don't steal my idea, guys.
My God. No, that's you own that. That is all you right there. Oh my God. So great. I can't. They ask you straightforward just to rate the. Oh my God. These people, they come out of nowhere and they're from everywhere.
Oh yeah, they're like just out of the woodwork, all over the place. Yeah.
All right. So the main thing is sex and cougar tails and all that other stuff. There's a lot that goes with that. That's a lot to the picture is broad. There's a lot that goes into that. Lots of stuff, right? It can be it could be anything. Could be anything that has to do with sex. It's well, cougar sex more than anything. That's where you concentrate on more than anything, right?
Yeah, you know, I promise you, when I was in my 20s or in high school, I never decided like, hey, when I grow up, I want to be a cougar. Like that never came and entered my mind at all. And I met my first husband when I was barely 19. Like I had just turned 19 when I met him, and we were together for 15 years. So then when we separated, I mean, I was just like, I dated a few guys my age, but then I was in a motorcycle group, and one of the guys in my motorcycle group kind of made a pass at me, and I was like, what? You know, I was kind of surprised because I was 42 at the time and he was 22. But my friend said, Michelle, you should just go for it. And boy, I'm glad I did. So ever since then, I've just been dating younger men.
That
And
changed your life. Yeah.
yeah, and a lot of I kind of say I'm a bona fide cougar because my second husband, whom technically I'm still married to, but we're separated, he is 20 years younger than me. So I'm 54 now and he's 34.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, we're the same age, me and you. How interesting is that? That's crazy.
Oh, we are. Nice.
Yeah, we are the same age. That's great. Wow, that's interesting how you came, how it all happened. See how it happens?
Yeah. Yeah. And then
And
now
then
I don't find men my age attractive. I just don't. So
it's interesting. Hey, I'm your age. Watch it, girl. Watch it.
okay, okay, you're attractive. Okay.
That's great. Oh, wow. Great conversation. This is awesome. All right. So nothing crazy. We're not getting into too much detail, but what was my one thing? I forgot I had one specific thing I wanted
I
to
see El
ask you.
Toro says you're too old, Stigs. No, he's not too old. I might make an exception, but he lives too far away.
Yeah. I'm all the way in North Jersey. That's a far ride. It's a far ride.
Yeah. So now you did ask me, would anybody travel for sex? So
Oh, yeah. We had
personally,
that conversation.
yeah.
Yes.
So personally, I would not travel for sex. That's my dog. Can you see my dog?
Yeah. Hi, puppy.
So all the dating coaches on YouTube will tell you anything outside of a 35-mile radius is unsustainable. And so I've gone as far as Austin to have some decent sex, but it's just not sustainable. It's too far of a drive. I don't want to drive an hour and a half, to get some dick and then drive home, or spend the night and then drive home the next day. So I just try to stick within like a 20-mile radius of my bubble. But I did have a girlfriend who met some guy, because she used to have a TikTok channel. She had like 100,000 followers, and guys would message her. So she actually flew to Florida to meet this guy and have sex with him. And she did it a couple of times, and she said it wasn't worth it at
Wasn't
all.
worth it.
No. She said
Well,
the sex was okay, and then she ended up spending like $1,000 for the airfare and the hotel. And so she said she'd never do that again.
so it wasn't worth it. Yeah.
No.
But if you make a trip out of it, I guess it's if it's destination sex, that's a different story. If you get a relationship, a friendship with somebody, or a communication avenue that you're good with, you can make that trek, I guess, as a trip and an enjoyable vacation, and then the sex is there, and it's different. But to make a trip like that just specifically for sex, yeah, I don't know. I can't see it. I can't see me packing a bag, going to the. I just can't see it. I just can't see it. There's enough
Well,
around.
yeah, I don't know how it is for guys. I mean, if you're attractive or not attractive, but for women, I mean, you could be pretty ugly and you could still get dick for free. So like, I'm just not gonna travel for
Oh, you
it, you
can't.
know?
Yeah. Well, in today's world, quite honestly, and I've been divorced 7 years. Being out there the first year or two, I got to tell you, there's no shortage at all of willing participants. And that goes for both sides. There's no shortage at all.
I agree.
Right? There's no shortage. You
There
want
isn't.
for both sides. Yeah, it's true. It's crazy.
Yeah, and I
Well,
feel like men like you who are like good looking for being in your 50s, and you're personable, there's gonna be a lot of women who'll be after you. Because
wow.
that's just hard to find.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that
Yeah.
compliment. That's very nice. Yeah, that's
Mhm.
nice. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, it is interesting. When when I was first back out on that scene, it was just, I live in an area where there's clubs, bars, restaurants within walking distance. It's kind of like being on a vacation every day where I'm at. My place is very, very humble, but the neighborhood that I'm in is a true old neighborhood where there's bars and clubs and everything. And I will go out and just take my key, and that's it.
Yeah, that's nice.
Walk around and you could figure out the rest, but it's just the way it's just the way it is, just the way it is. And that's the place I live in. That's where I'm at. It is interesting. So a lot of people are not used to this type of talk, as you know. I'm sure
Yeah.
people are typically not used to this type of talk, but you find real people. I always say this: real people find real people. Now,
Yes, I agree.
so many people would act like an animal with you. Many men would just act like an animal with someone like you that speaks so openly about things like this. I just wasn't. I don't think that's right. I think you have to act like a gentleman. You can have a great conversation and friendship with anybody, no matter what their lifestyle is. And then you can learn from them. And it becomes a life experience.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's probably one of the great things about, YouTube is you get to meet, people from all walks of life and from, who live all over the world. So it's been kind of nice.
Yeah, it's interesting. It really is.
Yeah.
It really is.
Mhm.
So what else? Anything else for me? You got anything else for me? You want some? Anybody got some questions in the chat? I mean, we spoke a little bit about our channels here, and Michelle will be back, guys. We're gonna do shows. This is not the end. It's not a one-time deal. I do not call this an interview. I call this a friendly conversation. A different topic than we typically speak about, but has she started the book yet? Carmela, dear friend of mine right there, asked, have you
Oh,
started the book yet?
I have started the book. I when I'm bored, sometimes at night I'll write it, and I started doing it like chronologically, but I decided not to do that. I'm just doing it by name. So if anybody watches my YouTube channel, then you know that I have a segment called Cougar Tales where I talk about my dating stories. Like I had a guy I called him Nut Puncher because he wanted me to punch his nuts on our first date. Or there's Asian guy, the only
What did
Asian
you
guy I
just
ever went
say?
out with,
Oh my
Or, there's cat guy because he had a picture of his cat in his profile and his Bumble profile. So, but that's in my book. That's how I'm going to do it. It's just every chapter is going to be a cougar tale. That makes
So
sense.
the book is in the works, not in the works, a little bit in between. Get
Yeah.
to it, get on it, come back. You don't get snow down there, so you don't have snow days. That's the problem.
Well, because of, global warming, we do get snow sometimes.
You do get snow. Okay, you get some
Yeah,
snow. All
Nervin's
right.
asked, when are you going to post again? Nervin's, I'm going to post this weekend because I'm going to do a follow-up video to my sugar mama video because everybody from India or Pakistan or Nigeria keeps asking me, how do you find a sugar mama? And then I have to tell them, you're shit out of luck, dude. Like women are not going to just send you money for the hell of it. You have to be like physically with them.
They
You
gotta want.
know?
They have to want you. Otherwise,
Yes.
it's not gonna happen. Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else, guys? Oh my God, this guy broke two legs. He almost fell just now laughing at what you just said. He has two broken legs right now, and he was walking for the first time. He heard you say that, and he almost fell down the stairs. All right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to get raunchy on your channel, you know.
We can in the future. I mean, hey,
Well, okay,
Any
I'll
other
just tell
questions?
you a quick story
Go ahead.
because I
Yes.
don't think I might have said it in my video, but so I met Nut Puncher on Bumble, and I thought, man, I hit the trifecta with this guy because he was 36, he owned a business, like a juicing business. He had a motorcycle. He rode a motorcycle just like me, homeowner. I'm like thinking, yeah, like, and he was good looking. So we planned a date and he said, why don't you just come over to my place? And normally I don't like to go over to a guy's place on a first date, but he said, I'm having a hot tub installed and I just want to drink a bottle of wine. So I said, okay, I'll come over. Well, we're sitting on the couch and one thing leads to another and we start making out. And then I said, hey, look, I'm really not into first date sex. I said, we can make out, but that's about it. And he said, oh, that's okay. He goes, I just really want you to punch my nuts. And so he pulls his pants down and he's got this, like, it's not a cock ring, but it's like a metal ring that's above your nuts. And he shows me his collection. He has all different gauges, like all different sizes. And he said it keeps him slightly hard all day while he's at work. And so I start punching his nuts, but I'm doing it like I'm grabbing his nuts and I'm doing it with an open fist. And he's like this. And he says, no, I want you to punch my nuts with a closed fist. And I'm like, the harder I hit him, the harder he gets. And I'm just like, oh my God, like this guy's crazy. So I punch his nuts. And then next thing I know, he grabs my hand. He goes, come on, let's go. So we were going into his bedroom and he just takes off all his clothes. And right before we get to his bed, he goes face down and ass up. And he says, I want you to eat my ass. And I swear to God, Tommy, I was sick for like 2 weeks after that.
Oh my God. Wow.
And then he kept asking me, when are you going to come back? And I'm like, dude, I'm sick, man. I'm not going to see you for a couple of weeks.
What the hell? That's
But
crazy. These
I did see him again, but he still wanted me to punch his nuts and eat his ass. And then finally, I just said, look, there's a woman out there who will do that for you, but that chick is not me. I was like, I can't see you anymore. Like, I just want normal sex.
So you're a
You know,
true nutcracker, they said. You're a true
yeah,
nutcracker.
I'm like a traditionalist. I just want normal, hot,
Yeah.
like hot and dirty sex, like none of this weird shit. So
Oh my
yeah, I had
God.
to cut
That's
loose.
so that I mean, Mike F put a comment on the screen. That kind of goes to the date gone wrong or no?
Hey, I've never eaten ass before. Fiend do. I'll try anything once, and I probably won't do it again. But yeah, so I'll just leave it at that.
That was the date gone wrong story, Mike F. Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I mean, would you call that a date gone wrong?
Oh, definitely, total date gone wrong. Yeah, absolutely.
100%.
Yeah.
He said she's a real ball breaker for sure. Oh my God.
Yeah, and I'll tell Nervin because he's been a loyal subscriber, but I'm getting ready to tell another cougar tale, and I think I'm gonna call him perfume guy, but it's this, or I was thinking about calling him church guy too, but I met this guy on Bumble and he wanted to come to my place, and I was like, dude, you're not coming to my house. He lived in Austin. I said, look, I have kids, you're not coming to my house. I said, I'll come to your place. And he's like, oh, you can't because I live with like I have religious roommates. You can't come over. So I never saw him. So we probably messaged each other for like a year and a half. And then finally he messages me. He says, hey, I got my own apartment. I'm like, holy shit. So he says, come on up on Saturday. So I drive up to Austin and we go out, and during our entire date, he just looked like he wasn't even interested in being there. Didn't want to get to know me, just kind of going through the motions. So we get back to his place, and of course he wants to have sex. And I was just like, dude, I'm not going to have first date sex with you, even though I've like technically known you for a year and a half. But I was nice. I gave him a blowjob, and then afterwards, as I'm leaving, he tells me, hey, next time, could you not wear perfume or lotion? He goes, I just like, you just to smell like you. And I'm like, dude, you're not going to tell me what to do. You know what I mean?
Oh my
I'm
God.
50 years old. Like, I'm not going to tell, like, no, I'm not going to not wear perfume because you don't want me to. So anyways, I never saw him again after that. But we're still friends on Facebook and Instagram.
Still friends, yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. Oh, Stephen, Texas. Stephen, somebody's
Stephen, I'm from Vietnam. I was born in
Well,
Vietnam, but
you mean original? Okay.
yeah, but I'm half Vietnamese and half white. And somebody called me a damn Vietnamese refugee the other day.
That
And
was
I mean,
last week, right? You sent me the
yeah.
yeah.
So maybe technically I'm a refugee because I came over here on a C-130, but my dad's American. So I'm really not a refugee. But I grew up in the great state of Hawaii, and then I got here to Texas. And so now I live
Michelle, you're not a refugee. What are you talking about?
So Tommy, have you lived in Jersey your entire life?
Entire life, a mile from where I live right now, never left.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm a Jersey boy through and through. I live 15 minutes from Manhattan, Mulberry Street, if you know Little Italy area.
I've only been to Jersey once. I flew up, I bought a car online and I flew up there and I drove it back. In Cherry Point, I think it was.
Cherry Hill?
Cherry Hill, that's right, Cherry Hill.
Cherry Hill is like south of, it's about an hour from where I'm at right now.
Okay. Nice.
Hour or so, something like that. So yeah, so I never left Jersey. Never.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
I think a lot of Jersey people are like that, I think. And I think a lot of New York people are the same way.
Oh.
I don't know. It's hard to say, but I am.
Oh, Gianni says, I would have never guessed you're half Asian. Yep, Xin Jiao. I'm Vietnamese.
What's the most memorable compliment you have ever received? That's from Nervins.
Actually, it was just last week. This guy wrote this really long comment. He just said, like, thank you for your candor. And he said, I love your videos. And he said, I just appreciate your brutal honesty and your willingness to talk about, various topics. And that was just a really nice compliment.
Now, that's interesting. See?
Yeah.
Nothing to do with sex, nothing to do about what we're talking about. And the same thing with me. In the background of YouTube, I've gotten compliments and praise, so to speak, for helping people in a way that I never imagined that I was helping somebody just by being here every day.
Yeah.
And I've helped people out of bad situations without even knowing it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the best compliment you can ever get. You're
Mm-hmm.
doing something natural and they're taking to you. You see, they didn't mention the sex part to you. Not at all.
Mm-hmm. Nope.
Wasn't even part of the topic.
No. And then I've mentioned it to you before. Like, I love your honesty and your willingness to open up about your life experiences.
Yep.
Because that's what it's all about for me. Is you can have the superficial, like, hi, how are you, how's the weather conversation, or you can like have the deep conversations. And that's what to me, that's what life's about, is like really getting to know somebody. We all want other people to get us, to understand us. And that's what I enjoy.
So that's what will make a successful YouTuber. If you're not in a, let's just say, the video game genre, because they get millions and millions and millions.
Yeah, for sure.
Other than the video game or a specific type of genre, if you can come up on here and be yourself, you should do well. And I don't mean money or anything like that. I mean fans, people enjoying coming to you, people enjoying being in your presence on YouTube. Because you could be behind a avatar. I showed you the avatar before, and spew all kinds of nonsense. But they're not going to feel that connection to you. They might feel a connection to what you're talking about. And they might say, oh, that's great. Oh, that's great. But you're not really getting a connection to that individual. Now, when you could come on like us and don't care who knows who we are, where we live, don't care. People take to that. There's something on here called doxing. Have you heard of doxing?
No.
Okay. Now, there's some genres on here that people choose to be. They don't want to ever be known because they spew negative nonsense. So they go behind an avatar, they make up a fake screen name, and they can just talk like an animal or do whatever they want to do. And the fear of those individuals is being what's called doxed.
Mm-hmm.
And doxed is basically short for documentation.
Oh, okay. Okay.
They can get the documentation on you, where you live, have you been to jail, how many kids do you have, is your son in prison, and all of this stuff. When you don't have to fear that, you could do so much better.
Yeah, I agree.
So being frank as we are, it makes us enjoyable to watch. Mm-hmm. And your stuff is deep and detailed, but real. You're saying things that people are thinking. You're telling them things that they want to know about, that they wouldn't think of ever asking of it. They might not even think of talking to their girlfriends about it. And then here comes Michelle with this video. Boom. She hits that topic, and there you go. 700,000 views on it.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people give me a hard time because my entire family, we are honest. Like, we talk about sex. I mean, my mother, my brothers, we all do. And they're like, oh my God, how can you talk, about sex to your brother? And I'm like, well, okay, I'd rather talk to a family member than a total stranger on YouTube. And for me, I think if people were more open about sex or their thoughts on sex or, ask questions about sex, we probably have a few, like, less girls who are like dumping their babies, in a trash can in a hospital because they don't want to tell their mothers that they're sexually active.
Yeah, true.
I just feel like it's an important topic that we should all talk about. So
it is an important topic. The beautiful thing is it's not for everybody, and that's okay. They don't have to tune in.
Correct.
They can go about their business and do whatever they want to do. They don't have to tune in.
Yeah. Now there is a downside to YouTube, and it's I don't know. For me, I've had a couple of stalkers. Like one of them, one guy found out my real name, and so he was just constantly harassing me on Facebook. So then I had to get off of Facebook for a while, and oddly he had a foot fetish. So now I just don't do any foot fetish videos. If anybody even asks me, I'm just like I don't even entertain it. I just block them. How about you?
Yeah.
Have you ever had any like crazy women coming after you?
Not bad. Nothing over the top. Nothing over the top. You know, you want to go out for a drink. You know, I get a few of those things, but
Okay.
nothing crazy like, okay, meet me behind Home Depot when it's like a day. I don't know. You know, not really had any of that, but
Okay.
but I'm not. But I don't talk about those things now. If I have, who knows where it would be? You know, it can be interesting. I don't know. I can't say. Being that you're talking about something that the whole world can relate to, it's a little, you know, you're going to get that. So you've had some freaks, obviously.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Unfortunately, I have.
Now, the beautiful thing about YouTube, which is different than Facebook, is there's no inbox. If your information is not there, they can't get in touch with you. That's the beauty of YouTube, right?
Yes. And also, I love it that YouTube will actually block certain comments that they think I would find offensive. So they do a lot of work for me in that regard.
Especially your type of channel. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So do you not see those things? Do they tell you we blocked such and such a comment or no?
No, I have to like go into YouTube Creator and kind of filter through those. And I don't do that too often, but every once in a while I'll look through there and, you know, and read some of the comments that they've hidden. And I mean, most of them I find hilarious. Like, really, is that all you got? You're going to call me, you know, an old lady, you know, or you got a turkey neck or whatever. I'm like, yeah, but I have amazing sex. You know, I've literally, in my lifetime, I have had bad sex rarely. Like I've had such good sex with such good looking men. Like I almost feel guilty about it sometimes.
Wow.
Yeah. So
that's great.
I just want to throw that out there. Yeah.
That is incredible. Wow.
You know, or they'll call me a 304 or I'm like, yeah, but at least I'm not in my basement jacking off alone. You know, at least I'm having sex.
Getting your rocks off.
That's right.
Getting your rocks off. Wow, that's great. That really is great. This is awesome. This is a great conversation. And you see, we can talk like adults, not like animals.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Good conversation. How did we find each other? I have no idea.
I don't know. I think you made a comment on my channel, and then
I have no idea.
Yeah, and then I came over to your channel, and then I watched a couple of your live shows, and then you said, "Hey, why don't you come on over to my channel and be a guest?" I'm like, "Okay, let's do it."
All right, that's what it was. Okay, so you must have got into my algorithm somehow.
Yeah,
I may have been talking about sex on a show in the morning, and then all of a sudden you came into my algorithm. This video pops up, you know, the art of giving a blowjob, right? And then all of a sudden I look at it and I'm like, what the hell is this?
No, Tommy didn't send me one of those pictures.
No. I'm a gentleman, guys. Come on. I don't need a rating.
Let me ask you a question. What is the most offensive comment you've ever gotten?
Offensive.
Mm-hmm.
Just not offensive, just demeaning, but nothing really offensive. Like I said, I dabble in this mob genre.
Yeah.
So kind of demeaning, comments. Nothing really over the top. Like, who the fuck do you think you are? You're not. You think you're a wise? All of that type of shit. You know what I mean? Oh, you've only done short time in prison. You have no business being here. Well, in my world, the better guys do less prison and stay on the street longer. You know what I mean? So just criticisms.
Yeah.
More than anything.
I remember I told you, I told my daughter, Lindsay, I said, who's made guest appearances on my show, but I said, Lindsay, I have a new friend on YouTube. And I said, and I think he's in the mafia. Like, I'm friends with a real life mob guy. And she was
Oh
like,
my God,
man, that
no,
is
no,
badass.
no, yeah, no, 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 no. I'm not a mob guy. I'm a regular guy. I'm a working man. I dabbled in that life a little bit in the past, and I have friends that are involved in that stuff. But oh my God, that's great. That's
Yeah, that's pretty
hysterical.
cool. Yeah, so my daughter just thought it was like, it was badass. She's like, that is badass. So yeah,
Oh my
so
God.
she thinks you're cool.
That is great. That's great. That's hysterical. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I gotta be well, I handle them. They call them trolls. The people that aggravate us we call them trolls, right? Not anymore, Jimmy says. There's the
Oh,
comment right
nice.
there. So so we call them trolls, and there's a certain way to handle them. Some of my moderators, they don't like how I handle the trolls. They rather just put them in the trunk, so to speak.
Hmm.
So if I'm doing a live show and I'm talking about something specific and they get out of line, you have the wrenches in the chat. You see the wrenches in there?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They put it. They put them in the trunk. They put it. We say we put them in the trunk if they act wild. You know what I mean?
Oh, or if like
Yeah.
you're that
Those
one
are my
show on,
captains.
you're taking them
In
to
the
the
mob
train
world, in the
station,
mafia world, they're called the captains. All right, those are the
you're putting them
captains.
in the
Right there.
trunk. Okay.
Yeah. So they put them in the trunk, and but I like to play with them a little bit. I like to play around with them a little bit. I like to. I don't know. You can't really get to me for me, and I'm sure you're built the same way. They can't get to you. They're not going to bother you. There's nothing they can say that's going to really bother you. They're going to call you a name, and you're like, "Well, I'm having great sex, so fuck you." That's it.
Yeah, one guy called me low key mean, and I thought, you know what? He's probably right. I probably am low key mean, but you have to deal with the comments that I get on a daily basis, like after a while, you will be low key mean. But for me, the most offensive comment I ever got was some asshole said I had fake teeth. And I'm like, you
Oh,
motherfucker, I've spent a lot of money on my teeth.
just like that, motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, I just happen to have white teeth, but God, I was like, he thought I had dentures. I was like, you bastard. How dare you?
You see, that's how you approach it. You're killing them, motherfucker. These are my teeth. You know what I mean? You got it. That's how you're supposed to act, and then they shut right up when you act like that because they think you're going to back down, get insulted, and go hide in the corner. No, 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 not Michelle.
I think
You're not putting her
Gianni's
in the
right.
corner with a dunce cap on.
Well, Gianni says Stigs has a knack for turning trolls into longtime subscribers. I think you probably do. I think you just talk to them, and next thing you know, you're like best friends.
Really?
Yeah, you have that power, like the way you talk, and you're just easygoing. And after a while, you feel like, I feel like I've known you for 10 years, but we've only met like a few months ago. So yeah, I think you do have that
Wow.
ability. Yeah.
Good observation by Johnny and Michelle. Look at that. Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, that's my I don't know my value. I'm going to pat myself on the back. I have been learning my value lately. When you said I think you might have said, what's the best compliment you ever got? And
Yeah.
it's never live. It's never here. So I'm learning my impact in the background, and it feels kind of pretty good. You know what I mean?
Oh, good. Yeah, definitely know your value. Even for me, career-wise, I always know my worth, and I just got a promotion. So I've been busy transitioning to my new role. Bo Comp says, what would you say a cougar is similar to a sugar daddy without the cash? Um, to be honest with you, I think a sugar mama and a cougar, silver foxes and sugar daddies are all kind of lumped together. I mean, I used to be a sugar mama and I still am sometimes. And the key to being a sugar mama or getting a sugar mama is you got to get a woman hooked on you. Like I said in the video, you got to dictify her. Like you got to get her hooked on you, whether it's with like amazing sex, you're paying attention to her, you're getting to know her as a person. If you do those three things, that woman is going to want to spoil you. It's our natural tendency to spoil our men. And if I have the funds to do it.
You banged off. Hold on, Michelle. You banged off. See what this is StreamYard. You're here. If you have the ability to do it.
Yeah, women will do it. If we have the funds to spoil our men, we'll do it.
They just have to do the right thing. You know
Right.
what? That's 100% correct, and I never realized that before.
I mean, it goes the same for men too. Like if you're dating somebody and you just really like her, you're gonna spoil her. You're gonna buy her stuff. You're gonna take her out. You're gonna take her on trips. You know?
You know, that's so interesting that you say that. I'm
Yeah.
going to be totally honest with you and everybody else here, right? I first got divorced, banged out, broke, nothing, right? But I'm me. I'm hooking up with this girl. And listen, I got to be honest with you. For the first 2 years or so, it was boom, boom, next, boom, boom, next, boom, boom, next. And that's what it was, right? Now, I'm being totally honest with you.
Yeah.
But I was hurting financially at that time, really pretty bad. You know, country coming out of a 20-year marriage, and I got kids and all of that. So I didn't have the funds.
Yeah.
I hook up with this girl, and I'm like, look, you know, we're talking, we're hanging out, this, that, the other thing. I said, but I can't do much right now. I got to be totally honest with you. At this moment, I could bring you flowers. I could cook a meal for you. I could set up candles, have a glass of wine for you. I can't go to a fancy restaurant at this time. Would I love to do it? Yes, I would love to get dressed up and go out. Let's go. She's like, you know what? Get dressed. Find your best clothes. Saturday night, but you're picking me up. But Saturday night, pick me up. Put your best clothes on. And I went out for a beautiful, beautiful night because I was just being me.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to get anything out of this individual. And she just said, put those Gucci shoes on. We're going out.
Okay, so you just shared an important lesson, and I hope all the men listen here because I've said it in a video before. When you said to that girl, to that woman, your girlfriend, you said, "Hey, I can't do much right now," right? What did you do? You were vulnerable towards her. You said, "Hey, like I don't have a lot of money right now. I mean, I'd love to do all these things for you, but I just don't have the funds to do it." But you were honest about it. And women love vulnerable men. They love it when a strong man shows their vulnerability. And if men did that, oh my God, they would have us hooked. Like within just the first few dates. I mean, we would just be hooked. But,
Wow.
but you know, guys always give me, they give me grief. They're like, "Oh no, you can't show your vulnerability. Women will use it against you and all this other bullshit." But that's the
Why?
trick. I mean, if you watch all the shows and stuff, like the reality shows, women love it when men are vulnerable.
Well, reality show, it isn't. It's really real.
Yeah.
And I was just being really real as I am every day. As you've told me many times, you're just being you. You said that before, just being you. So that's just how I do it. And I don't know where it comes from. I really can't explain it, but I'm just going to be brutally honest with you. You know, if I was speaking to you in that context, I would just be brutally honest. And if it's meant to be, great. If it's not, well, you got other ideas. I'm not that individual to hang out with.
So she took you out.
Yes.
That's nice. See? And you guys had a great time.
And I felt funny about it, Michelle, quite honestly, because that's not my way. I am I am the traditional way, but at that moment, it was not even possible. It wasn't possible. So I would just be fine, cool, staying home alone on that Saturday night. And I was cool with that also. But I was totally honest that I'm cool with being alone on Saturday night if this is not for you.
Yeah, but I think I think she wanted to treat you. And I think she probably got really a lot of satisfaction out of spoiling you. It made her happy. Yeah.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And wow. Emmanuel, this Coug talk is kind of weird. I don't think we're talking about Coug talk, and I think we're just talking about relationships in general.
Yeah. We're just having conversation, Emmanuel. Okay. So yeah, some people view this in a totally different way. You get all variations of people on YouTube who see it in a different type of way. You know, it's interesting. It's interesting, and but you learn.
Yeah.
People learn from shows like this. Look, my expectation, we're doing well, both of us, I believe. I believe we're both doing well in our own little thing because our expectations there is none.
Yeah, I don't have any
Turn
expectations.
on the camera, like you said. Turn on that camera and talk. That's it.
Yeah, for sure.
And it seems to work.
Yeah.
You know, and if you put the work in, you said it before, you would do well financially on here, but it's secondary. And when you're able to put some time in, you'll put that time in.
Yeah. And for anybody who's interested in starting a YouTube channel, it doesn't matter how many subscribers you have, it's how many views you get. That's how you
Yeah.
get paid.
Right.
Yeah.
It is the views.
Yeah. It's the
But
views. It's all about the views.
but the views, okay, the views catch them, right?
Mhm.
But then they got to come back to your views. They got to come back and want to see your content. That's the hard part.
Yeah. Yeah.
Getting them to come back to, you get that view, that one hit, that short that gets 30,000, a million, whatever it might get. Does it turn them into a subscriber? Not only that, does it make them hit that notifications bell?
Yes. Yeah.
Obviously, with you, 12 million views, they're hitting that notifications bell.
Well, no, actually not. I looked at my analytics a couple of days ago, and most of my viewers are new. They don't
New.
subscribe to my channel. They just watch
Really?
videos. Yeah.
That's the problem in the world. They're embarrassed.
Well, and then also I don't like being one of those who says, "Hey, click the like button or subscribe to my channel." I just figure if you like my personality, if you like my content, you're going to subscribe. I'm not going to sit there and remind you, to do it.
We have the same mindset, slow and steady. If it comes, it comes.
Yeah.
That's me too. I'm like, all right, you want to hang out? Come on, you're welcome. That's how I do it, and that's how you've been doing it.
Yeah.
We've both been doing it for close to the same amount of time. It's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, that is. And we're the same
What
age.
else we have here?
I was going to
have no
ask
issue.
Nervins. I was thinking about doing a video, like a house tour. I'm decorating for Christmas. I'm pretty much done, but I thought, oh, maybe I'll do a house tour and see like how, what's a typical day in the life of a cougar. But somebody else asked me on my channel, would I ever post a video of me on a date? The problem is most of the men I date, they don't want to be on video. So
No, they don't.
no, but I've thought about doing just like me walking around the grocery store or Home Depot hitting on men, because I do that all day long. But I do it like in a, I don't know, a non, like very subtle kind of way. I'll just start conversation. And I think you're like that too, where you can just start conversation with anybody. My kids always say, yeah, my kids always say, no strangers. And I think
No stranger,
Tommy's
right.
probably saying,
Shop right. I'm good. What, you like that type of pasta? Why are you picking that one? I know how to, the same way. I'm the same way as you are as the woman. I can be as the man. What's making you picking Ranzoni, Pastina? Why aren't you going with and then I'm saying, well, do you put the egg in there or do you make it like this? And and then you just bang, conversation just like that. I've never had a problem with being not what's the word? Just try, I'm right there. My personality makes me speak. I don't know why, but like you just said, I could be at the fish store. I'm known to kill fish, by the way. I buy fish. they die. So
told me that I shouldn't trust you with my tropical fish. So
no, don't trust me with
hilarious.
Tropical fish. It wouldn't be a good thing.
Oh, look, Osada Treats just gave us $10. Oh, thank you so much.
She is awesome. Yes, Osada. I got great people that follow me. Yes, salute to you. Osada's been with me probably a month or so, month and a half.
Wow. Well, he put his money where his mouth is.
Yeah. Don't trust him with your fake plants. Nothing. Don't trust him. Anything. Nothing. Wow, this is great. House tour would be awesome. Yeah.
Okay, I will do that. I'll even show people where the magic happens, but very few men go in there.
Keep them out of there. Wow. So did you have any stalkers from YouTube? Crazy stalkers from YouTube?
I only had one. That was about it. But yeah,
Okay,
I've had a couple, but I had one like a long time ago when I first started. He was from India and he just harassed me nonstop, but he's pretty much stopped. And then I had this one guy with he had like a micro penis, like it was like 2 inches, and he would constantly send me pictures of his micro penis. I'm like, dude, I'm not interested in your smaller than my thumb size penis. Like, please stop. You know, and then most recently the foot fetish guy. But other than that, I haven't had too many stalkers.
2-inch penis stalker.
I know. He kept sending me a picture and he's like, "You like?" And I'm like, no, I don't like.
Tell him straight out no.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh my God. Well, then you got to be brutally honest. You just have to be
Yeah.
honest. That's the way it is. Wow.
So I was going to tell you, people think I live in San Antonio because I frequent San Antonio a lot, but I actually don't live in San Antonio, and I don't live in Austin either. I live somewhere in between. I live in the suburbs of Texas, so kind of takes me a little while to drive. I wish I could live like where you live, where you could just walk, to go have a drink and then walk home. That'd be awesome.
There's pros and cons.
Is there?
There's pros and cons. I hate to go back to fish, but it's like living in a fishbowl.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody knows me here. So, they know your business. They kind of know what's going on. And if they see me walking in with a lady friend, and people see. Now, the good thing about this is, not saying I do any of this, but it is the type of neighborhood where they see, but they don't say.
Oh, okay.
It's an old-fashioned type of neighborhood. Like I'm watching out for old ladies across the street, but in the same time, my friend who lives next door is bringing in, his girlfriend. His one of 4 girlfriends, right? So, but we see it, and we're saying, okay, Joe has that broad in there,
Yeah.
right? But he'll be done shortly, so we're going to watch around. And then everybody goes back inside later and nobody says a word. It's kind of like that type of neighborhood. It's very interesting. It could be good and it could be bad. So suburban life and city life are 2 different types of things. They both have pros and cons. You're saying the cons are you have to go out to go out. The pros are
I have to drive at least, I'd say 10, 15 minutes to get like to a bar or a restaurant.
But the pros are that you can be totally private. Nobody knows your business.
That's true. That's true. Wait a minute. Somebody said, I do. I rate guys' penises pics.
Yes, Carmela, 100%.
Yeah, I mean, if you had told me when I was 20, like, hey, when you get older, you're going to be rating dicks, I would tell you that's crazy, but hey, that's the way it is.
That's the way life.
No, micro penises don't matter. I'm just kidding.
They don't matter.
I'm just kidding. They matter too. To somebody, not me, but to somebody.
Not to you, but to somebody.
No.
Oh my God. Look at this comment right there.
Uh-oh. Tommy, what about 2 girls banging on your door?
To get out after. He's crazy. That's great.
That's awesome.
Wow. This is great. We had a great conversation. I love this.
Yeah. We've hit an hour.
Yeah, let's go through. Well, we're having a good time. Listen, I've done 3-hour shows because I had no idea. The clock was going, and I was having a good time. Let me just scroll through these comments here.
Sure.
Let's see what we got here. We had little questions. People with this stuff, as you do know, are hesitant.
No, I don't charge to rate dick pics, but you're going to have to sign a waiver, or just know that you're going to go in my coffee table book.
Going in the book. It's going in the back of the book. So.
Yeah.
That's a great question. Yes, Michelle will be back on frequently. Yes, I like to have people on. And oh,
hi, Rebecca. I'm a friend of Tommy's. I have my own YouTube channel, and Tommy commented, and now we're friends.
Just like that.
Yeah. I'm from Texas.
I love that you're reading the chat. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got here. Okay, Tony's saying good night. Very nice.
Thanks for being here.
Nice change of pace. So that's what I try to do.
If a guy's got a micro penis and has a good munch game, it's. I mean, he'll last a while longer, but I mean, eventually all women are gonna, they're gonna want their walls smashed. And
here you go, right there. Where's the best place to meet a cougar?
Oh, Nervin's knows.
Everywhere. Home Depot.
You know what? I go to wineries in Fredericksburg, Texas, like probably once a month with my girlfriend. And every winery I go to, there's always a table of cougars hanging out there,
That's crazy.
you know.
They're there. They're out there.
Yeah, I say wineries, wine bars. Like if you go on Meetup and you join like running groups, bicycle groups, gardening clubs, you can
Yeah.
meet a lot of older women there.
Look at this comment. The grocery store. And that's what I said before. Shop
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
It's
See,
crazy.
Rebecca knows.
Anywhere. I'll tell you this, guys. Having been out there a little bit, there's tables of girls, women, just waiting for you to come and talk to them and make them laugh. Am I right?
I agree.
They're just waiting for you to come and make them laugh. You don't have to have Gucci this, Fendi that. You come over to that table, you get a good conversation going, and your personality comes out if you have it, and make these women laugh. You're golden. You're good.
There's I got a brain fart, but there's a dating coach I follow. He's British, and he always says that men have lost the art of creating a conversation with women. Like, I'm a firm believer of that. Men just cannot do it anymore. And I think any man who practices, all you have to do is just go out there, make conversation with anybody. I don't care if it's an old lady, a 20-year-old guy, whoever, 50, 70-year-old man. Just start a conversation with anybody. And then you'll get so good at it that when a hot, attractive woman comes your way, you're going to be prepared. And then you can start a conversation, and it'll be like nothing. It'll just be like second nature to you.
Look, we're in our 50s, mid 50s right now. So what do you think? Okay, we have this because we had to have it. We had to have game or we weren't getting in the game, right? In our growing up, the guy had to have game or he wasn't getting in the game. It's just, It wasn't happening.
That's
Something
true.
got lost in the last 20 years. Something really got lost. Now, I can tell you this. I coach wrestling. My son's a wrestler, right?
Mm-hmm.
We teach these boys how to be front and center, face out there. You go get it. Those boys that I have coached in wrestling are all outstanding conversationalists, can speak to anybody, and all have beautiful women on their arms. And they come in with this strength. Now, maybe I instilled some of that into these boys. I don't know. But I think that's something that has gotten lost in the last 20 years. Not by all, but by many.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. So I just noticed Emmanuel says the bingo place in Coral Gables, Florida. I don't know if you can meet cougars there, but you could probably meet some saber-tooths.
Yeah.
Some panthers, some saber-tooths.
Yes.
Yeah, and yes,
Yeah,
I do shop at HEB. That's our big grocery store chain, and they're awesome. So yeah, that's an awesome place.
But you would strike up a conversation over a cookie, just like I would. It's a personality thing. You could talk about anything, and
Definitely
kick it off right from that. Anywhere.
Somebody asked me, yes, a saber, so my mom is technically a saber tooth because she's 75. And then I say anything after 80, you're considered a T-Rex. That's just, there's Puma, Cougar, Panther, saber tooth, T-Rex.
And every one of them have needs.
Yeah, absolutely. So I have a 75-year-old friend right now who is obsessed with her neighbor who happens to be 46. And so I'm trying to help her get that guy. So we'll see how it goes.
She's trying to get that guy, huh?
Yeah, she's trying to get that guy. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what angles do you use for that? A T-Rex. She's out of her mind, Gianni. She's a T-Rex. Oh my God. That is great.
Well,
We
then
became
somebody,
friends because our personalities are good. We're good. You know what I mean? That's what I think happened here. I think
yeah,
we're
and then
good
somebody
because
asked me, well, what do you call a woman? So a puma is a woman in her 30s who dates younger. And then somebody said, well, what do you call a woman in her 20s who dates younger? And I'm like, a pedophile? You
yeah,
know,
that's not good. That's not good.
how much younger can you go?
You can't. Rebecca's dying. This is great conversation. We're having a good time.
You know, I think I might do like a video of me walking into my HEB because there's a couple of guys who work in my HEB. I would bang in a heartbeat in the
Right
parking lot.
away.
Oh yeah, yeah. I tease them all the time. But I can't do that because if shit goes south, then I can't shop there anymore. And well, I'm not going to give up my HEB. So
No. Yeah. You don't want to ruin that, but you know, it could be a little fun. I don't know. Fun
Rebecca, you
versus
should
where to
dip
shop.
younger. I say go 10 down. Go 10 down and see what happens.
Well, there's dating and then there's sex. Now, sex is international, sex is everybody. What about on the, we've spoken about this on my show in general conversation. Like I said, this show is as general as you're going to get. What about having a meaningful conversation? What do you think the gap is? 10 years, a decade, where you can have a common conversation? Where does that get lost? 10 years, 20 years, 15 years? Common things that you can relate to. We've spoken about this in my chats before. Where do you lose the relation where, okay, we're just going to bang and that's what we do versus, you know, we can relate to each other. Plus we can have great sex. Where does that go?
You know, I can't really answer that because I mean, I've had some really good long-term relationships with men who are, 20 years my junior and including my husband. And we've
Yeah.
had so many things in common. We, have the same hobbies, photography and traveling and hiking. And, we would just sit out on the front porch and drink wine and he'd smoke a cigarette and we just bullshit about nothing, we just talk about all sorts of stuff. So I don't know. I'd say
Flip side,
probably at least 10. I'd
10
say
years.
10, maybe. It depends on the guy, to be honest with you. I think it depends
Yeah.
on the guy.
10 is in a typical individual. 10 is probably a decade is probably your good conversation type of span. What do you think about flip side? Older men, younger women. That can be a little tough.
So, I mean, Dennis Quaid, I think it's Dennis Quaid. He's married to his, I don't know, third wife or fourth wife, and she's 27 years old. And, he's like pushing, like he's in his 60s. And it's always been socially acceptable, like Tony Randall, who's had a baby at age 80 with his much younger wife. People don't really, they don't think anything of it, but God forbid, like Cher or Madonna date somebody younger and then it's like, holy shit, they have a
But
problem with it.
overall, in general, overall, for the most population, that can be tough. Or what do you think? Older men, younger women.
I think older men and younger women is totally acceptable now in
It's
our society.
acceptable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's acceptable, definitely.
Yeah.
But where do you think there's more of a successful relationship? Which way?
Mm.
I'm going to think older women, younger men. I don't know why. I don't know why. I would go older for me personally. I
Yeah,
wouldn't
I
look
don't
to
know.
really go much. I wouldn't really look to go much younger as a man. I wouldn't really look to go much younger. I'd rather go older. That's just my personal opinion, and that's how I feel. But that doesn't make me right or wrong. It's just how I would rather go older, not deal with any drama of a younger.
Yeah, yeah. I think like I don't know, just based on how much, earlier women mature versus men. Maybe I
Yeah.
don't know, Todd Father. I don't think Stigs has a micro pinky.
No, I lost my pinky. He's making a joke.
Oh, okay.
He's making a joke. He's nuts. I had a construction accident a few years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
so
my
I don't
God.
know. Probably I would probably say older men, younger women. That's tough.
It's
So
tough. It is.
Yeah.
You know what I
My,
say? Whatever works. I just say whatever works.
whatever works.
Whatever works. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You can't bunch every old man as write them off. You can't, you can't write every older woman off as she's washed. You just can't. You got to just go with individual cases as they arrive. That's the
Mhm.
way I see it. That's the way I look at it. Look, there's 70, 80-year-old women that are dynamite. And then there's 40, there's girls our age that are just a mess.
Mhm.
So, it's individually based. You can't just bunch everybody into it. I'm sure there are major stats out there that would say what works. Those are just stats. That's not an individual basis. So you go with what works for you. I'm going to tell you a funny story. I was 18 years old. Lady on the corner gets divorced. She's 33. And she's looking at me. I'm like, I'm fresh. I'm young. I'm 18. I'm looking, and then I end up hooking up with this 33-year-old mother of two, right?
Yeah.
And then, obviously you can figure out the relationship from there. But it was going pretty good for quite a while. My mother's an Italian mom. She walks into her kitchen. She says, "You filthy whore! Leave your hands off my son. He's 18 years old. You're 33. I'm divorced mother of two. Why?" I'm like, "Mom, what are you doing? This is my train. I'm getting training. This is beautiful. Leave her alone." Anyway, so it worked out. We had a good time. Well, we had fun. And at that age, she was looking. That's what she wanted. That's what she
See, you
needed.
had the you.
What happened? You hit mute. You're there.
No, scammer. Yeah, I said
I
you've
hear you.
had the Puma experience.
It's crazy. It was the best time of my life. 18 with a 33-year-old. It was
Heck
incredible.
yeah.
That was a Puma? You call that a Puma?
Yes, definitely a Puma.
She wasn't looking for anything. I was doing what I needed to do. And it turned out well. My mother wasn't very happy with it, but it turned, it was a neighborhood. It was a neighborhood mom. It's very difficult because, like I said, I grew up in these types of neighborhoods where everybody knows each other's business. So some other lady might have said, "Hey, Tommy's going with the girl in the corner." You know what I mean? The lady on the corner. And then my mother got wind of it. She walked right. I remember it as clear as day. She walked across that street, probably in a house dress, as they used to wear back in the day. She probably right across the street, right into her kitchen. She was yelling at that lady. It was hysterical.
So she's a MILF too, So yeah, you had the MILF experience for sure.
So that was fun. That was fun stuff. So life experiences. It makes us what we are, where we are today, and all your life experiences led you to where you are right now.
Yeah. Yep.
Right.
Oh, Puma
She's
or
great.
Cougar, it's all good to me. Yeah. God, if I could be a Puma again, if I could be in my daughter's body, but with what I know now, I'd be in a shit ton of trouble.
Yeah, that wouldn't be all right.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be all right. Oh my God.
Oh, it says your mom took a spoon in the kitchen, went after that lady. I'm sure.
She went after her. I'm gonna tell you a real quick story. I mean, fast forward, and I don't really talk about it much, but I was in a prison cell. Who walks in? Who was my corrections officer? Her ex-husband.
Oh shit. Oh hell no.
Her ex-husband. He never knew. And it was nothing wrong. I mean, otherwise it would have put me in a cage, in a hole. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it worked out all right. So Michelle, you were younger. Did you date older men? Gianni's asking.
So when I was 19, I met my first husband, and he's 7 years older than me. So I wouldn't say I like super older men, but yeah, he's the oldest guy with the 7-year age difference. Probably the oldest I've ever dated. And then somebody asked me, how old is my daughter? She's 25. She just turned 25, and she's gorgeous, and she's more successful than me. She's smarter than me. She's prettier than me, and she's more talented than me. And that's exactly how I want it. And she's doing well.
That's our job.
Yeah, she's doing well.
as parents. That's our job to make them do better than we
Do
do.
I
Right?
consider myself a bit of a nympho? No, but I will tell you,
Wait, where is that? But El Toro. Okay.
I think something happens because like in my 20s, I wasn't really that interested in sex. And then I think when you're in your mid to late 30s, something happens to our bodies where for us women, it's like our last chance to procreate. And so like in our 40s, you know, we're like, it just, our sex drive like kicks into overdrive because we're like, okay, this is our last chance, you know? And I think that's what's happening.
Yes. That's what above all else, that's what you want to see right there. You see that?
What?
That compliment that's on the screen right there. That's it.
Oh yeah, yeah. I did a
That's
good
all it
job.
is.
Yeah.
That's all
Yeah,
it
and
is.
her and I have a very close relationship, and all of my personal friends know that, and that's probably the one thing that I pride myself the most on is that I have a very close relationship with my kids.
And there you got another one. That's great. You'll have a great relationship with it. Yeah, these guys are getting great compliments. You see, I have
Yeah,
no animals in here. They're all acting right.
yeah,
So so in another way, someone would take that El Toro's comment as like a raunchy comment, but he was actually being sincere with his question.
yeah. My
And
daughter's actually a chemical engineer, so
see,
she's really
right.
smart.
So
Yeah,
you have the personality to answer a question like El Toro asked you, are you a nympho, right? Now someone
yeah.
would take,
I see that.
if it was a different personality other than yours, they would take that and start yelling at him. You have the personality to do exactly what you are doing here.
Yeah, I would say I'm a nympho. Like I have to have sex every day or more.
No,
I
no.
know I have plenty of friends who have sex way more than I do. But it's funny because all my friends on Facebook think I have sex every day or I'm out with a different guy every night, and I'm just like, that's just not true.
Johnny, good comment right there.
Yeah.
We're gentlemen. If we
Yep.
see someone, they put him in the trunk. That's what they do.
I like Todd Father. We're jokesters and ball breakers here.
Godfather's great. One of my dear friends that I really met on here, younger than me, and got a great friendship. So there are some great stories on YouTube. Found a great group of 4 or 5 guys that we
Yeah.
became really good friends. I somebody from Buffalo. Thindu was in the chat. Thindu lives in Buffalo. I live in North Jersey. I don't know if that's 6 or 8 hours, whatever it is from from,
Mm.
from each other, right? He flew into Newark Airport over here, went and stayed with another person we met on YouTube in Staten Island, New York, and we actually connected. We spent time together. He's
Oh,
in
that's
Buffalo.
awesome.
He's in Buffalo. I'm in Essex County, New Jersey, which is by Newark Airport. I'm a couple miles from Newark Airport, and I drove out 35 minutes to Staten Island to meet him. I met 3 people from this YouTube thing in person, and there's more to come.
Wow, that's awesome. So I think like if I was gonna meet a YouTuber or somebody who's been following me, I'd have to fly to Florida to meet Nurbans because he's kind
Yeah,
of been there from the beginning. So
yeah.
he probably I wouldn't want to meet anybody else until I met him first.
Well, listen, yeah, we're very cautious. You have to be very cautious, but you start to get the conversation, then you get the phone number, then you talk, and you get comfortable, and you kind of see if you connect or you don't. And with these gentlemen, I definitely, obviously connected, and some women too. Quite honestly,
Yeah.
it's so there are good things about YouTube. Also, it's not just negative.
Well, it's funny because I created my channel for women, but like 97% of my subscribers are men, which is a shame.
That's it's natural. What do you expect?
Yeah.
Overall, in your experience, would you say they are respectful?
Yeah, for the most part, they are. And I just
Yeah,
block the ones who aren't.
just get rid of them.
Yeah.
Wow. And YouTube helps you with that too. That's interesting, though.
You know what I feel like doing, and I'm not going to do it because I don't want to help them at all. But guys like from India or Nigeria or South Africa, you know who they are right away because there's certain characteristics in the way they message you, and um, they all pick the same names. I feel like doing like, hey, if you want to scam American women, you got to get to learn the American culture. But I've literally thought about making a video on, hey, this is how you scam old American women into sending you money or marrying you so you can come over here to the US, because I get a lot of those.
Oh my God, that's crazy. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, so look at the comment that's on the screen. Check this out.
Someone like, oh, we all found YouTube. Oh, during the pandemic. Yeah. It says, generally, there's a bunch of us with somewhat similar backgrounds, and we all found the YouTube thing during the pandemic.
That's that
And
one. Now
stayed
look
housed
on
on
the
here.
screen.
Yeah.
Look on your screen right now. As you see it, Chris Truck, can you see that?
No. Oh, what does he say,
Michelle.
Michelle? Any advice for a recently divorced 47-year-old trying to get back in the game? I would say, I don't know what you look like, but I would definitely say you got to level up your style, just good grooming, level up your clothes, and just get out there. Just don't be afraid to talk to women.
It's not that difficult. I was
No.
48, Truck. I was 48 when I was thrown into this mess. So, I mean, shape up, look clean, doesn't cost much. Get on your game and just talk your ass off, and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be women are going to turn you down. Heck, men turn me down, but I just move on. You just got to shoot your shot and keep going.
Here's my recommendation to guys that are trying to make shit happen. Right here is the place to start it. Go live.
Mm-hmm.
You will learn so much with this mess right here. Just going live and go on as a guest. Start out as going on as a guest. We don't have this issue, you or I. We can talk to a wall and have a conversation. We're good. But some people need to break out of a shell. And I do think YouTube is a great bridge to social. What's the word? They're not confident. Non-confident in the social aspect. They've been married for 20.
Mm-hmm.
This is a good gateway to that. Because you can interact with people. You can back out. You can get back in. The ball is in your court when you're on here,
I would tell him, I would say to join some clubs, like get on Meetup in your local area and find some groups to, like I used to be part of a club called Boozing Buddies, and we would just go to a different bar every Sunday. And so I would meet guys in that group. But, unfortunately, I did study online dating for about 1.5 years when I was getting my master's degree. And unfortunately, that's just the way we meet people nowadays. Yeah. And the terrible thing about online dating is, so when you match up with somebody, you get like these endorphins because you're like, oh shit, we matched. And then you start texting each other and there's that chemistry. And then you build up, and then when you meet them, even if it's good, even if the date's awesome, there's kind of a letdown. And then you go home and you go back to swiping. And I think that's really hurt the dating. That's what's really hurt the dating scene, the last 10 years.
Wait a minute. You think that the online dating has hurt the dating?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean,
okay, I have a success story right here. Todd Father's married with children from somebody he met online dating. He's not embarrassed to say it, but that, for him it worked. On a whole, it's very difficult, but he is a great story of the modern day, and it worked out for him.
I agree. Both of my brothers met their wives on Tinder.
You heard personals right there. 13 years married, and
so
they are great.
Oh yeah, see, yeah.
And he's great. They're great together. But it goes back to what you and I said, Michelle. You got to be totally honest.
Mm-hmm.
You can't put that fake picture up.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
You can't say you own the deli when you're just making sandwiches. You just got to be honest. Mm-hmm. I make sandwiches.
Mm-hmm.
This is me. If they come your way, they come your way. So the online dating is what it is today. It is what it is. This is just the way it is. Just make your profile to be exactly who you are, and you'll make it happen. The problem is the manipulation aspect is the problem.
That's true. The great thing about meeting somebody online is you get to meet people outside of your 2 mile radius. So I meet men I would normally never run into online. So I would say do both. Meet people online and in person.
Look at this at the library. You see?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Look at this, Carmela. My friend just got married.
Oh
Met on
yeah.
Tinder.
And then
Yeah.
dog parks are huge here.
Dog parks are the best.
Yeah.
My dog just died, so I don't have that aspect anymore. But so
Yeah, I
honesty,
mean,
honesty.
if you're like a halfway decent looking dude and you're walking around with a cute dog, shit.
You're good.
Yeah.
You're good. I used to take that puppy all over the place with me around here. Right? I had a card made up. I had a card. I got the what is it called? They wear the red vest. What do you call that thing? The service dog.
Oh yeah.
They gave it to me. They said I'm crazy enough. You need an emotional support dog. So the ladies would ask, why does he have a red vest on? Well, I need emotional support. Oh, where do you live?
Yeah.
Where do you live? You want to go for a drink
have
one night? Yeah.
Yeah, you just got to have a conversation opener. That's all you need.
So, guys, I don't have that service dog thing because I'm crazy. It's because I'm a little smart. All right.
It says dogs are odd pickup tools. No joke. Well,
Oh, they work.
Yeah.
They work. They're real. It really, yeah. It works. Yeah, I'm special ed. All right.
Hey, sometimes it's nice to be on the short bus. It's okay.
This is the short bus crew right here. No doubt.
Oh, thanks, Joey. Thanks.
It's nice to be on the short bus. That's great. Oh, right. Yeah, Joey. See, this is the kind of people that I have here that are just awesome people, open-minded, have a good time. This is a place to go to have real talk. Now, there's times where we laugh all night, and there's times where we get deep emotional. I know when somebody in the chat has an issue, a health problem, about all of this stuff, and we just talk. And Adam might say, "I need prayers. My cousin's not well," or Thindu might say, "I need," and we just in the morning we talk about it. We follow up. Thindu, when he goes on his show, Thindu does a show every day at 2:00. We know the people. When they're not here, they're like, okay, where is such and such? And we're looking in our chats, looking for this individual that typically shows up every day. When that person is not there, Thindu is going to say, where is such and such? Yeah.
Oh, somebody just asked it, or Jack Kemp asked, are chinchillas good pickup tools? I don't know if you can take a chinchilla outside and it doesn't escape. Heck yeah.
Look, I was getting a chinchilla last week. I changed my mind. They're breaking my chops right there.
Oh, really?
I was going to get a chinchilla last week. I decided not to get it.
Yeah.
Okay, Gina. Gina's one of my dear friends. Grew up in the same city I grew up in. I can't see it when I put it on the screen. Can you see that?
No.
After being married for many years, I found myself dating again.
Tried online dating, met a few creeps, then met a keeper. It can work. See?
She met a wonderful guy. She met a wonderful individual.
Yeah, my brother Tom has been married to his wife for 7 years. She's an accountant. And let's see. And then my other brother actually married a cougar. She's 14 years older than him. And they've been married only for 2 years, but they've been together for 7 years.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, it can happen. I don't see myself getting married again.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I really don't. I like having slumber parties on the weekends with 3 cats, but I don't know. How about you, Tommy?
I don't know. Once you get used to being alone on your own and you can do what you want to do, basically beat to your own drum. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's difficult to go back into that. They often say the best way to ruin a relationship is to move in together.
Yes, I agree. I need some space. Like, I'm okay with dating a guy, like seeing him maybe 3 times a week, but then, or maybe twice a week, and then, we're good.
We're good. Take care of business. Spend some time. I got to go.
Yeah, I got to go home now.
That's it. Yeah, I think it seems to work. I think it seems to work. I think
Yeah.
it's probably healthier for some relationships to not be up in each other's Kool-Aid all the time. I really do. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
To each his own. Now, look. If you're married from Jump Street from the beginning, you go with it. It's what you know. It's great. It's fantastic. Having been through it and then coming out of it, going back into it, I don't know. I'm not going to criticize those that are in it for the long haul. I think that's a beautiful thing. It's incredible because it is a lot of work. It's a lot of work to
Mm.
make it work through all these ups and downs of life. You're talking about men and women going through changes, personality changes, life changes, age changes, health changes, all these stuff. All these things tax a marriage.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
Now, if you can stick with it, it's a beautiful thing. It's a fantastic thing. There's no doubt about it. But coming out of it after 20 plus years, going back into it, we may see things a little differently.
Oh, I agree. I love having a person, like having
Yeah,
your person, but
the person.
it's not meant
But
for everybody.
it's not meant for everybody.
Yeah.
You can have that person where you say, okay, we're going to a wedding in 3 weeks, be ready. But we don't live together. You know what I mean? It's so
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Joey.
great
I
compliment.
appreciate
Thanks.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of guys on my YouTube channel, they'll ask me, like, why don't you ever show your body? I'm like, there's other cougars on YouTube who do that. Like there's Hella
Look,
Cougar. There's this other chick, I forgot her name, but she's always like strutting around in a bathing suit. Like you
they
can
don't
go
get
on their channel.
they're not taken seriously. Nobody wants them. People don't realize it. Nobody wants them. They
Yeah.
want them for one thing, and that is it. And I say it all the time about the people that go out to clubs and take all these pictures and 100 pictures every night they're on. They got their tits up, they got their ass out. Those are not the ones that are going to get somebody. It's the one that has a crop neck, nice, a full neck and dressed, in a nice way. Looks like a lady. Those are the ones that people want. These people did not understand that.
Yeah.
So the more you can stay away from that provocative shit, the better off you are. That's just my opinion. As a man, as a mid-50s guy, I look at these women and I say, well, how they're going to be alone. They're not finding anybody. They may not even hook up because people are hesitant to approach them.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I like Rebecca. She says class, not trash. I agree. And somebody asked me before, I do not have any lingerie that's leopard print or cougar print or
Oh, yeah,
anything
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. I prefer black.
This is great. You're reading every chat.
Red for
So
Valentine's Day.
a good information channel.
Yeah. I'm actually working on a video. It's going to take me a while, but some guy, and I hate it too, because guys with small penises, you can always tell. I can always tell when they post a comment, but he was telling me how something about the Kama Sutra says that, women's vaginas can be super huge too. And that's why, they can't feel a men's penis. And then I have to dispel that myth because one, the Kama Sutra was written like, 2000 years ago or 200 years. Yeah, 2000 years ago. And a vagina can only get at max 3 inches. Oh, my dog wants to be in the video too.
Beautiful.
And it's very elastic. So if you can't feel, or if a woman can't feel your penis, it's less than 3 inches.
Wow.
So I ended up buying the Kama Sutra, the book. So I'm reading it right now.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of dog is that?
Oh, okay. So he is a border
That's a mix.
collie blue lacy mix. Yeah, he's the
Beautiful.
only man who sleeps with me. Right now.
Yeah, he's the only man that sleeps with you.
Yeah, I'm taking a mambatical.
Oh my God! Look at that puppy, beautiful. Wow. Yeah, it takes time, Truck. When you're not looking, it happens, buddy. That's how it
Yeah,
goes.
that's usually how it happens.
If you can't feel it, she can't feel it. Same thing. That makes sense, Johnny. I like that. If you can't feel it, she can't feel it. I guess. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, yep.
Well, yeah, but Truck, there's something for everybody. What type of dog is that? Yeah, Anthony asked. It's yeah.
He's a border collie blue lacy mix. And
Beautiful.
technically he's not my dog. I have a friend from Toronto, Canada, who saw him on a Facebook post and he was going to get put down. So she said,
Oh,
Michelle, I need you to drive to Crystal City, Texas and pick up this puppy. So my daughter and I drove there. We picked him and his litter mate up, and come to find out that he had distemper. So his litter mate died like within days. And then I took him to my vet, who happens to be very attractive, by the way. And he said, look, all we can do is just treat the symptoms and hope he survives. And he has. So one of these days I'll be making a trip to Toronto to drop this dog off, but I don't know.
oh my
I don't know when this
God.
can happen.
How do you do that?
I don't know, but I mean, I'll probably be driving through Jersey.
Huh. But how do you give it up after all of that connection you're having?
Easily. No, I'm just kidding. He's
No.
a good dog. Yeah, he's a good
Yeah,
dog.
that's tough to do. Man.
Yeah.
But you're doing the right thing. You know, it's
Yeah.
he's happy with you right there, as you can see. You know.
Oh yeah,
But
definitely.
you're a loving individual, so the dog feels that. You know, when they know this, they can sense this, especially when they have nowhere to go.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So Rebecca, distemper is a disease that dogs get, and it has a 90% death rate. So they usually have like stomach issues, stomach symptoms, respiratory symptoms, and then neurological symptoms. And he never got any neurological symptoms, but yeah, no. I have to drop him off in Toronto, Canada. So he's going to be a Canadian. So my friend named him Tex because he left his balls here in Texas. So
Oh my God, you are just
yeah, I know. Hey, that wasn't me. That was my friend.
I know, but it's going to be that's going to be hard for you to do though.
Probably.
Yes. Because,
I'm dropping him off to a friend of mine named Catherine who lives in Toronto.
that was the original.
That was the original deal, yeah. That I picked him
Yeah,
up.
Carmela, that was the original person that had it. So
Yeah.
for what reason, Mikey? Because Mikey's asking why drop him off because that person originally. You're just basically housing the dog right now.
Yeah, I'm just foster. I'm just like
Foster, yeah.
I'm just being a foster to him. Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically foster, Mikey. It's
Mhm.
a tough thing to do, especially when you know they're supposed to be in bad health and they're actually not. That's a tough thing to do because you're keeping that dog healthy, and the mental aspect is making that dog healthy also.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Which is interesting. Great questions, guys. See how
Yeah.
respectful this chat was? This is amazing.
It's been nice.
Yeah, we're good.
I probably
right,
will
Michelle.
have to end it though. Yeah. Pretty
Yeah,
soon.
let's get going. We were going to come on for 30 minutes. We're on an hour and 45 minutes.
This is true. Wait a
of
minute. It says,
incredible conversation.
have you ever been with a younger couple? I've only had a threesome once, but it wasn't with a couple. It was with two guys. And I think you call that, well, okay, so my friends call it a blood threesome because I had sex with this guy and his nephew. So no,
Yeah,
I've never
his
been with a
nephew.
younger couple.
I have a confession. This is the first show that I actually got turned on. Thank you, Michelle.
Oh, yeah, and I'll probably never do a threesome again. It was a lot
No.
of work and it wasn't worth it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I can't be with another woman either because I don't know how you men do it, but like that whole like going down, no. You know, like what do they call that?
Listen,
Meat curtains.
listen.
Yeah, I can't do it.
In short, people think their fantasies are really fantasies. Then when you get into the situation, listen, I'm going to explain something. I've been, like I told you, that first 2 years of me being divorced was absolute insanity. So there's fantasies to be lived out. Now, when you're in that fantasy,
Yes,
you almost lose interest in being in it.
I agree.
It's not real, guys. It's not, I want to bang two girls at once. Listen to me. Listen to Tommy Stigs right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to get into details, but it's out and about a little bit. Once you are in the middle of that fantasy, you say, well, what the fuck? This isn't what I really, it's in your brain. It's in your brain. And acting on that fantasy and make it materialize, it's not that exciting.
No.
Not. It's actually work.
It's a lot of work. Yeah, it wasn't worth it. So.
And I'm going to tell you why it's work, Michelle, because now you have to perform.
Yeah,
And
it's true.
you got to really perform. And guys want to act all brave and bravado and all that other bullshit. Oh, I can do it. I can do. No, no, no. Until you're there with 2 women or maybe even 3, try to perform.
Mm-hmm.
It's like being a JV in a varsity game. Keeping it real, Michelle. It's like being a JV in a varsity game. You showed up, but you don't have it. You thought you did. It is your fantasy. You cannot execute.
No, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that.
It becomes work.
Wait, did
So,
anybody warn Michelle about Tommy's Italian goodbyes? No, no one's warned me.
oh, my Italian goodbyes are I will say goodbye for 45 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm known for that. I'm doing it right now with you because we were saying goodbye 5 minutes ago, right?
That's true.
All right,
That's
Michelle,
true.
let's cut it off. We were going to do 30 minutes. We're at an hour and 50. Michelle will be back, guys. I want to thank all of you guys for being really respectful, acting like gentlemen and ladies. This is exactly what will happen here. And this is what brings good guests back. When they
Yeah.
come in here, they're comfortable and they just feel at home and they will be back. This is how we want to make it here at the social club. I guess I named this the social club a while back. And as long as my people are respectful, not Michelle, can I email you? What's your cell phone? You didn't get any of that shit.
No, and you know what? I trusted you with my cell phone, so you got it. But yeah, I just want to thank everybody for having me on Tommy's show. You know what I'd like to do, or I'd like to see, is if you had multiple subscribers on your show. Does that make sense? Like if you had like 10 squares and
I could
everybody
do
talks, you could see everybody.
I could
Yeah.
do 12. I can do
Oh,
12.
okay. Okay. I think that would be
You
cool.
can, we'll put it together, you and I. You can get a couple of you, whatever we want to do. I can do up to 12, and I can efficiently dictate the conversation as to who speaks because you can end up with 12 people speaking at once.
Oh, I get you. I got you. Okay.
So we do a Godfather show every Sunday. Remember I
Oh,
told you about the wine show every Thursday
yes. Yes.
with my friends here?
Yep.
So you're going to come to our wine show. I'm going to send you the link later. But
Okay.
so what Anthony does, we do a Godfather show every Sunday. What we're doing is analyzing the Godfather scene by scene. 3 guys, myself, Thindu, and my friend Anthony, and we are analyzing the Godfather series scene by scene. What
Oh
we
yeah.
do, Anthony does a little bit of the research. We all have the background and the knowledge, different areas of the country, and we add our own opinions, observation, and conversation. Anthony dictates the questions of the scene. So
Okay.
he would say, Tommy, what do you think? Thindu, what do you think about? And we would just talk about it. So my point is this: when you have 3 or 12 people on the screen, as long as somebody is dictating, I don't want to use the word dictating, but guiding the conversation,
Yes. Yep. I
it could
think
end
you'd be
up
great
beautiful.
at that.
What's that?
I think you'd be great at that.
Yeah, I think we can do that. Well, we'll put that
Okay.
together. Future
Okay.
shows. All right, guys.
Bye. Thanks, everybody.
I'm staying. Michelle Logwoff, thank you for coming on. I'll talk to you later, Michelle. Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
All
Bye.
right. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
All right. So she removed that. She's out from studio. There you go, guys. Hope everybody had a good time. Let me check my text line. Hold on, guys. I'm coming right back to you. Uh-oh. 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 Hold on. Okay, hold on. I got to answer some of these text messages. Give me a second, guys. I know I used the wrong word. You dictate the show, though. Just give me a minute, guys. Oh my God, you're crazy. Wait. Hold on. Guys, I couldn't look at my phone while we were on. I apologize for all of you that texted me. Give me a minute. All right, I'm here. Okay, guys. Arm distance. Tommy is red. I'm always red. When am I not red? Michelle, thanks for having me on the show, Tommy, and thanks for your crew for being so welcoming. Well, Michelle, that's what we do here. I always say it all the time. As far as me being red, you guys know I'm always red. I have no heat on. Mikey, I have no heat on, and this place is 75 degrees. I can't fucking take it. You guys know I could do snow angels in the snow. I could do, what's the angels? What's those angels called, Carmela, that we used to do in the snow? What are it? Snow angels? Naked. Michelle will be back. She was awesome. Thank you, Grace. It went really well. Thank you, Michelle. Come back. Wow. You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all for being respectful. Nobody said, what's your email? Can you call me? Can I text you? No fucking animals up in here. Everybody was very respectful. This was great. As far as me being red, you clowns know I'm always red. You nuts. Please sub to Michelle. Toro was great. You know, the questions were awesome. Were awesome. She was reading those very efficiently. Hello, Yanks for Life. How are you, sir? Hope you are well, Yankees. If anybody wants to come up, I'm going to drop the link. I mean, I could do it for a quick minute. If anybody wants to drop in, you sure can. No problem. Before I log off, I got another 6 minutes. You liked it, Carmela? Did you guys like that show? A little different. But, you know. Look, I'm finding all different kinds of people on here, guys. Oh, you took care of it, Gianni? Very good. Stephen Marinello, she answered every question. I don't like my glasses like that. She's like a current Dr. Ruth. Wow, you guys are really amazing. I'm proud of all of you. I'm proud of all of you guys. I must tell you. That's what I got to say. She does well, Carmela. You heard her. Without even posting, she makes $300-400 a month. God bless her, man. All right, we're good. I'm all caught up now. She's great. Yeah, Carm, she should. Amazing content. Well, thank you, Sada. You never know what you're going to get here, right? Joey Pope. I don't want to get into details about it. You kind of understood what I was saying, right? It doesn't work out very well. She broke it down for you, T-Rex. She broke it down for you, right? Gianni, she broke it down for you. Puma, Cougar. What was the other one? Look at these guys.
Saber
What was the other one? What was it? Puma, Cougar. Here it is.
Silver Fox? I don't know.
Puma, Cougar, T-Rex was the greatest. Oh,
would you say that this show was out of the box, pun intended, or
I don't know what you call it. It's just I do crazy things. What can I tell you? I've been known to do crazy things.
I went from doing a sixth grader's homework to this.
I just
my night turned into a full 180 here.
I get the nickname of dictator. I do not dictate anything. I see Johnny was calling me a dictator already. I don't dictate anything. I narrate.
All right, calm down. It's a joke.
I host.
Oh my God, I need oxygen. You guys are killing me. We went from ABCs to threesomes.
Yeah, I went from algebra to silver foxes or whatever the fuck you were talking about. Oh my God.
Oh my God. You never know what's going to happen here.
I said hello to everybody. Everyone's like, Todd, Father, you know, just be ready. Oh, okay. What did I miss? Someone said you got a young face, and someone talked about getting their goon stomped on. I was,
oh my God.
That's crazy.
Oh,
no, that was good. That was good. Something completely different. You know, it might not be everybody's taste, but so what? That's why we do this, and that's why we can have fun doing this kind of stuff. You know what I
Look
mean?
at all the comments by these pains in the asses. Look at the Mussolini.
Well, you
Hitler.
asked for it,
Look
Anthony.
at all
Everyone
this
would have
stuff.
forgot all about it.
Look at it.
Yeah, you brought it up, not me.
Everyone would have forgot all about it.
He dictates the conversation. Mussolini.
That's enough. Every
Mussolini
single
doing
time
the
you come
Godfather
on my show. Yeah, every time you come on my show, Anthony, I'm changing your name.
Mussolini
Hello?
doing the Godfather show.
That's it, Todd Father. I'm dictating your shows from now on.
Arms,
Okay,
can you
thank
believe
you.
that?
I need it. I need all the direction in the world.
She was good. You know what's good about it? People are respectful. We got a nice, respectful crew now, which is great. So,
Yeah,
that
kudos
means-
to everybody in the chat. Everybody actually really did. Yeah, we broke some balls a little bit and had some fun with all this. But everybody was very respectful and very good. So good job, everybody. Seriously, that could have went all different types of ways. So good job.
Did anybody
So,
go in the trunk? I don't even know.
I think one person. I think I threw one person in the trunk.
Well, I thought for a second that the Michelle G was a troll, but it was actually her in the chat. I really did. No, I thought it was gonna be a troll.
Michelle was in the chat. That was her. Yeah.
Yeah, but that wasn't her main or her Cougar
It
account.
wasn't her main name though. It only had five.
Right.
Only had 5 subs, so I thought it was a troll.
Exactly. That's not her channel. That's just her screen thing. Yeah. Which is great.
Oh, boy.
I want to know who are the 10 guys who will be allowed to go up on screen next time with her. Well, Bucky, it won't be only this side. It will be her friends too. So
I'm in.
you're in. So, but it was good conversation because we touched on everything from online dating to meeting somebody in ShopRite and having the ability to have the conversation to somebody just being divorced, trying to make it out there. So we touched on a lot of things.
Yeah, definitely good
Nothing
stuff.
in depth, but a lot of things,
I'm glad you just didn't get the giggles. That's all.
No giggles. I mean, I had a good time.
No, for sure. Good job, man.
But listen,
like I said, it was a
you
lot
guys-
different, and it was good.
Listen, I don't get red face from anybody. There's nobody that can make me blush or anything like that. This fucking apartment at night, you cannot imagine the heat in here right now. I don't have my heat on. I'm dying in here. Dying. But my blood pressure is my blood pressure. But you guys see at night, even with
Does Nuzo must have the heat blasting below? That's what's going on.
He's below me. He definitely has the heat on.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
So it's under me, above me keeps it hot, and next to me keeps it hot. I literally don't have my heat on, and I'm fucking dying.
You're like Hollywood Squares over there. You're right in the middle.
I'm stuck. It's crazy, and I'm hot to begin with. I'd
die there. I would die if I had to be.
You would die, right?
I would.
So it's 30 degrees out, and I got windows fucking open over here. What the fuck? It's crazy. Now I can't keep the windows open because I'll have street noise. So I got a fan on right next to me, and water. I had a glass of wine, but I also have water. There's nothing I could do. In the morning, it's a little different. So
I don't think you look red to me. I don't know. I think you look fine.
I get. I'm always red. I'm always have a little bit of red on my skin, but anyway, not because I'm like embarrassed or anything. You can't really make me blush. You know what I mean? I can't. You can't really.
No. If you were embarrassed, you wouldn't be able to continue the conversation the way you did.
Right.
You're fun.
If you haven't seen her videos, you need to watch a few. She has a lot that covers many things a Cougars like to share. Listen, she's straight up fucking blunt. She tells you just like it is. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
But what do you want? That's how it is. And I think many of us are. That's why a lot of people gravitate towards each other. I don't know how I found her or she found me. I have no idea. I really don't know. I got to be honest with you. Algorithms, I don't know.
Listen, it could be anything. My wife said to me, "Hey, do you got a coupon for Michael's? Because I get all my photo booth albums and stuff there." Literally 15 seconds later, she got a text message from Michael's with a coupon.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm dead serious.
I believe it. I believe it.
It could be anything at this point with AI. Anything. So you might have been giggling to yourself and said something, and boom, there comes her channel on your algorithm. You never know.
That is crazy.
Yeah. Literally texted my wife's phone within 15 seconds. She had a coupon on the fucking phone.
Now,
So-
do you see some of the things we do? Ant, do you see Godfather stuff all in your algorithm, all in your thing?
You know, I do right after we do the shows, and then like as the week goes on, it kind of goes away. But yes, like all Sunday and today, I've been getting Godfather shows.
Me too.
Yep. Yeah. If,
Me
like
too.
if I miss that show or I go back and watch certain things, then yeah, it'll even like my snowblower won't start. Now I got 17 snowblower videos coming up in my algorithm now. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's how it works. You know what I mean? You do a how to peel a potato, and then you're gonna be peeling onions, carrots, everything else afterwards. It's just so weird how it all works. You know, because they're trying to think of what you're gonna think of next, or whatever. But sometimes you stumble across some good shit though when you do that. So
No, it's true. You do. And
So
It's all
sometimes
about. Go ahead.
I think it just knows what you're thinking of. I don't know. I don't
yeah, but
know.
how many
I
times
think
have you talked about like women that you're always gonna date older? You've said that a
Yeah.
billion times on your show. So boom, you know what I mean? It could be anything.
Oh, right. You're right. Okay. Yeah.
So could be anything. Stick.
That makes sense. So
So
they're listening. Everybody's listening. ALV.
Yes, they are.
ears
Yes,
are
they
on
are.
everywhere, man.
AI ears.
Yep.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
But it's not so bad. It is positive to me because I found some great channels. I was talking about this the other day for the mob genre. I found some wonderful channels that just tell you the story, no criticisms, no back and forth. They deliver the story, and it's enjoyable.
Well,
Now,
here's
go
here's
ahead.
a good thing. Here's a good example. I
What?
last night I sent you guys that video of
Yeah.
King Rat there, or Rat the Second, whatever he was.
Yeah.
And that's because because that popped up in my algorithm. Now I don't follow him. I don't watch him. I don't do any of that stuff. It popped up because we were talking about it. We were talking about that the other day.
Yep.
And we saw that video already.
Right.
But you wouldn't know that. You wouldn't know we saw that video already.
Right.
So
Right.
you mentioned chiclets all the time. So I went and seen one of the. I'm not a subscriber. I never really watched his shows, and so I said, well, who is this person? So I went over there. Now I get that all the time too. Now, so I'm still not subscribed. You know what I mean?
No.
So it's how it goes. It is. There's
I'm
nothing
not-
you can do. There's not a thing you could do about it except for say, don't recommend this channel. That's it.
Yeah, but
Oh.
it's good to be able to peek in if you want. It comes up in the algorithm till you totally ignore it for 3 days, 4 days. Then it might take it out of your algorithm.
Or
But
until you need to
his
fix your
show, I'm not
snowblower.
subscribed to him. I'm not subscribed to Nadu. I'm not subscribed to Fat Boys. I'm not subscribed to any of those old channels that we used to watch. None
Right.
of them. But they still come up
I'm
in
getting
my
memberships
algorithm,
left and right. I'm getting memberships left and right from them shows.
and I'll click on the chiclet because it's entertaining.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
but
I get email. I get emails. Go ahead.
he's
Sorry.
also talking about somebody that I'm obviously virtually affiliated with. So I guess it
Yeah.
all goes hand in hand. He puts Joey Merlino. Somebody puts Joey Merlino in a topic that's going to come into my algorithm, obviously, for obvious
Right.
reasons. So,
Right. Yeah.
hello, Chicky. How are you? Yeah, it seems to be. Yeah, it's how it works. I said wig. The next thing was Crush Fester's thing too.
Yeah. Well, now he said it, so now we said it, and now here we go. Everybody in this chat's gonna have cross dresses on their AI now.
You're gonna have all kinds of shit going on in your algorithms, guys.
Yeah, real nice.
Yeah, crazy.
Well, I'm thinking about possibly doing a show tonight because
Yeah.
I'm not tired, so we'll see if I go on late at night, maybe another hour. So I don't know.
What do you think about Adam? Wasn't that great?
It was awesome. Good job, Adam. Seriously, I was gonna say that. If I were going live or save for the next show, but it was great, and I never even expected the whole storytelling and some of his background and stuff like that. It was perfect. I mean, though that was a for a first time deal. That was really good, really good.
I tell you, I could not believe the eating of the 3 pieces of pizza together like that. It was just amazing how he just continued to eat it and eat it. I was like, how is this even possible?
Yep. No, effortless.
Yeah.
Effortless.
Yeah, just like we're having a sip of coffee. He was eating 3 slices at a time.
Yeah.
Yep. That was good.
Yeah, arms. I know. There you go. Breastfeeding. Theindu got that one time. He opened up his algorithm. He saw tits everywhere. He saw tits everywhere.
Jesus Christ.
I remember.
No, that's enough. Now we're gonna get that.
Theindu
Yeah,
called
now
me
we're
and says,
getting that
"What
too,
the
thanks."
fuck did you do to my algorithm? I got tits and breast milk everywhere." He says.
I'll tell you what. In all fairness, my algorithm is full of Tommy steaks, so I don't have to worry about none of that stuff.
That's true.
There's 8 billion thumbnails set. There's video to a video, another video after the video, and yeah. So
Yep.
I don't have to really worry about that stuff coming across my feed. It's all Tommy steaks. That's why my ringer on my phone's never on. My text messages, nothing. It's all Tommy steaks notifications coming up.
Johnny,
Every
Elf,
fucking day.
you.
So
You guys are nuts.
I'm just
All right,
saying.
listen, I've been on this crazy show. Johnny, we're Stigs. 32 videos a day, Carmela says.
Yeah. A video to the video, a pre-video to that video.
Yeah.
7 videos for Yeah, anyway. Go ahead. I could keep going on and on.
You can go on and on. You're right. Yep.
I'll shut up.
The craziest for you guys must have been the ADHD Sports Network. That must have been fucking nuts. I can only imagine.
Oh,
I still got the screen. I still got the screenshot of that.
I thought Theindu was going to have a conniption when that was going on. He was like, he calls me up. He's on every Tuesday. Oh my God, every Tuesday I turn around.
But wait a minute. Then I stopped, and he says, "Why did you stop?" I said, "Because somebody criticized me." He says,
Oh,
"Fuck them. Keep doing it." So he got addicted for a minute.
Yeah, he's addicted.
My thumbnail, my next thumbnail is going to be the screenshot I took of my screen on my phone. It was all Stigs in that blue fleece you were wearing. It's all you. The whole screen was you, left to right, all shorts of you, or doing your scoreboards or whatever you're doing.
Wait,
My
Theindu
thumbnail.
is having a Cougar Experience tomorrow. He said that's his thumbnail says.
I don't know.
That's what it says. Theindu's Cougar Experience.
Maybe it's a recap on Stiggs' show here. He's all fired up now.
He must have been like, this crazy motherfucker just pull shit out of nowhere. It's like, where did he come up with this? He's saying, I can't believe I'm watching this and I'm involved.
Yeah, he's gonna have an 80-year-old T-Rex on tomorrow. Oh, he's gonna one up you.
Oh my God, Johnny, I'm dying right now.
I'm not even drinking either. It's great.
Thank God I put my Depends on to stay on this long. Oh my
God. Yeah, real nice. You probably got a porta potty under your waist there. You can't see from the waist down.
You must be in stitches right now. You must be.
Don't stand up, Stigs. Please don't stand up. Oh, Jesus.
You guys are fucking nuts. Oh, I can't. You're not getting this anywhere else, folks. Right here. This is it. This is home base for this craziness. Crazy. Oh my God.
Oh my God. That's great.
All right, I gotta get off this fucking thing. 2 hours and 11 minutes.
All right, go take a piss, will you?
I am absolutely done.
Go turn on the air conditioning and all the fans in your house too.
Oh, the Giants. How they doing?
Oh, I don't know.
Let me check.
I don't know. I'm missing Monday Night Football for this.
I know.
So, but all right,
what is the score of the Giants game?
Currently, the Giants are tied with the Packers 7-7 in the second quarter.
Okay.
There's two games. There's 2 games going on right now. I think. Isn't
Packers?
there? Yeah, Packers.
Packers, yeah.
But
Packers.
But I swear there's 2 games going on right now. I heard there's 2 games going on. Yeah.
I'm doing my show. My underwear.
Jesus.
The people that didn't know it was coming on, and they came in, and she's like, "Well, the art of giving a blowjob." You know what I mean? And then they said,
Like,
"Oh my
what?
god, what the
What is
fuck
this? What on earth is this?
Uh,
Now we go from-
Edwin must have started on fire.
He left. He left.
No,
He had
that's
to run.
okay.
He
I'm
ran.
only, I'm
'Cause
only
he came
kidding.
in and
Edwin.
somebody said, "Edwin, run."
I said
Whoever-
Edwin. I said
Gina
earmuffs.
says-
Edwin.
Gina says to me, "Yeah, go watch the replay." I said, "Yeah, I'll pass on the replay on this one. I could do without the replay."
Oh, the beginning was good. We had a good time. It was fun.
Yeah, I came in
All
about
right,
a third
paying
away.
the
In.
buys have been going for an hour.
That's good. All right. You go.
He's gone.
He's
Oh,
gone.
he switched.
No,
What did
I'm
he do?
here.
Who
I don't
is
know.
that?
Something happened.
I did that.
You
Well,
did
wait,
it,
while
dummy.
you're on, let me test while you're on. Fuck it.
Oh.
I'm going to use you guys right now.
Why? You're gonna test in fucking 40 minutes anyway. Something else.
What is this one? Okay, that's that. That's that. That's that. I don't know what that is. Nothing.
Yeah, Edwin was
No.
definitely here, Gianni. Edwin was
That's
definitely
just
here.
me.
Yeah, Edwin pulled a U-turn real fast.
Yeah.
I like this.
Yeah, the 3-person thing that you just had on, I did that for a second on the Godfather show. I think I kind of like it.
I do too. You did this yesterday, and I did like
Yeah.
it. This is a good one. You did it for a minute yesterday. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So how do you typically do it, Ant? This one right here?
That's
Yeah,
usually
right
how
on.
I do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's still like the standard one. That it's like standard. Like I said.
I like
Oh.
that. I think that's great.
Yeah, I'm not coming on right now.
Yeah, I
This
like
is
this.
nothing.
I like this. It's like your full face. It's close up close. You know, it's
Yeah, this is a good one.
it's good for the shows where we're discussing things. I think it's good for that.
Put a
Yeah,
comment
because you
on the
don't
screen.
care
What does
about
it
the
do?
background.
What does it
You
do with
don't
the comment? Oh.
Because you don't care about the background. See that? You can see a little bit of back. I think
Yeah.
this is the best layout right here, to be honest with you.
I don't know about how does the comments show on that screen like this? Put a comment up. See how it looks.
Uh-huh.
It just shows under you. That's interesting. Okay.
Oh, it's a short comment though.
Uh-huh.
Oh, all right.
So yeah, it's normal then.
There you go. Okay. Yeah.
I don't like comments on the screen, but that's me. You know, it's
No, we'd have never known that.
because I like to see the names. That's perfect like that. Hey, listen, we're learning here, guys. That's what we're doing. Why not learn on my show? This is the
All
best one, though. This is
I'm
more
back.
real. This is really real. Like here, I think it's a little more real. You get a little less of the person's background.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a little less. Like when I have the Godfather picture up, you wouldn't see it.
Yeah.
And you might not. I don't know. All right, guys, I'm out. I'm going.
Yeah, I'm gonna
All
bang
right, have
off.
a good
okay?
evening, everyone.
All right, later, boys.
Bye-bye.
Okay, the guys have left the building. That was great. Yeah, listen, we had a good show. We did some testing arms. We're learning. We're learning. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I got to go. Have a blessed evening. Go watch the Giants game. I think Todd Father's probably going to go on for a midnight situation. I'm banging out. Not literally tonight. I'm alone tonight. I'm not banging out. Well, let's see. No, I'm not. Hope you guys did enjoy this 3-hour marathon. I can't see anything here. Why can I not see anything now? All right. That is it for me, guys. I am hitting end broadcast. Have yourselves a blessed evening. Ciao for now.